Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a really fresh and soft spring makeup look. I really want it to be natural and glowy with a little bit of a pink undertone to it. Lately I've just been loving like a more natural, effortless look. I think I always gravitate towards those type of makeup looks in the spring. So this kind of look is going to be more for like a casual spring day. Something that you can just throw on, go to brunch, go run some errands, or just feel a little bit more put together that day. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I have a sweat mustache right here with these lights. Well, I don't think it's sweat. I think it's just my moisturizer. But I'm not going to clip back the bangs right now because I just don't always love to have it in the roller when I'm doing my makeup. But it does make doing my makeup a little bit more complicated. So we're just gonna have to roll with that. So I'm not gonna start off with the eyes today. I'm actually gonna start off with the skin, and I've already prepped my skin, so that's why I'm looking a little sweaty, but it's just a little dewy. But let's refine that dew a little bit. Let's pull back the sweat look. I'm going to spray my face with a little bit of Tower 28. Why am I doing this? The Tower 28 spray. I really like that spray because it just feels very refreshing and it's light, and honestly tasting it just now don't taste half bad. Then I'm taking my e.l.f. Halo Liquid Glow Filter, and by the way, if you see me looking down right here, it's because that's where my mirror is. I'm gonna get some on the forehead really quick. Oh gosh, I really should have cleaned my brushes before I decided to do a makeup video, but I'll have to do that next time. Whoops. Let's hide her again. Then I'm going to take my Merit Perfecting Complexion Foundation Stick, and I am just going to go in. I think this is such a beautiful foundation. It literally looks like your skin when you're blending it in. So it's super easy, super quick to just draw all over your face. And I'm taking my BK Beauty 101, like it's like an angled foundation brush. This brush is half the reason why I love this foundation, because it just buffs it in so nicely. Okay, I'm aware I look a little sickly, but that's because I don't put foundation around my eyes, so everywhere else is like a blank canvas, and this is like extremely purple and discolored looking. But we're gonna fix that. Just give us a minute. Give us a moment. I'm gonna take the NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm just gonna conceal this bad boy of what was a pimple over here on my cheek. It's like there's blood underneath my skin and it like won't come out, so I don't know what's going on there. But Priscilla, that's what I'm calling her, Priscilla the pimple, or at least she was. I'm gonna need you to leave my face, please, Priscilla. Time to go. You're being evicted. I was gonna say evacuated. Also gonna put a little around the nose because I get red around there. I guess it's hormones. Anywhere I might want just a little bit extra coverage. I'm gonna let that sit a little bit, and I'm just gonna go over the rest of the foundation with my sponge. Just really press it in there. Now I'm gonna blend out that concealer. Priscilla does not want to be covered up. What in the world? The only thing with this Makeup by Mario contour stick, bronzer stick, is that I always pull off this end with the brush, and like the brush is stuck in here, so I'm not doing it right. But just gotta put that back on, and then I have to hold this black part right here, and then you pull off. It's a little tricky. I love the product. This is more like a bronzing stick, so I just put it in the area I want to bronze. Little right here. And this is the look. Just kidding, just kidding. Take this angled brush. I think I got this from Morphe like years ago. I just think it's so pretty on the skin, and it melts into the skin so effortlessly. And when you're a mom, you want things to blend quickly because you don't have long to do your makeup whatsoever. Then I'm just gonna take another Morphe brush, and I don't know what it is, but it's just this kind of brush right here. And I'm just going to blend that out. It's gonna get covered up with concealer on my eyelid, but it'll give a little bit of a shadow. Don't worry, it won't be this harsh. Just stick with me here. I like to blend it up into the brow hairs. That way it looks like a more natural shadow and not like I didn't just put bronzer right there. And I'm aware that might look a little harsh, but I'm just going to take my foundation brush, nothing on it, and I'm just going to tap over it. Melt the two into one. I'm also going to go over anywhere I put that bronzer stick. I'm going to take the NARS Creamy Concealer on my ring finger. I'm just going to warm it up in the pot. That way it gets nice and creamy and it's more easier to blend. And I'm going to take it right in the hollows of my under eyes and on the outer corner. And I'm going to take it on my eyelid. And I'm going to take my little sponge and I'm just going to blend that out. I instantly look way more awake and less dead-like. Less corpse-like. Which is ideally what I hope we're all going for. I just realized I didn't have my light on my mirror and I just turned it on, so I don't know, does that make a difference? Yeah, it does. I think that's better. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. So I was like, why is this so dark? Why can I not see? So that's the skin with all of the liquid and cream products. I'm actually not gonna do a liquid blush or a cream blush today, which is like groundbreaking for me. I normally always do a liquid blush, but today we're doing different things. So I'm gonna go ahead and set all of that with my Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake. Where's my brush? Here it is. I'm just taking a blending brush and going over that. Now I'm just gonna set my under eyes. Trying to look up and just pat it in there first to set in between any creases. And then I'll just dust any extra very lightly off because I don't want to disturb the concealer underneath. Now I'm just going to set in any areas that are super shiny that I don't want it to be shiny, like this upper lip. We don't want a shiny upper lip ever. I always like to set my jawline because a shiny jawline just looks strange. Now I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Brush Setting Spray. Then I'm going to take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in this shade Medium Golden. Honestly, this is just, it's barely darker than my current skin complexion, maybe like 2 shades darker, but it has a nice golden undertone that just gives a very natural bronze. This is just going to set that bronzer and make sure it doesn't disappear anywhere. Now I'm going to take the Milani blush in the shade Dulce Pink. I like this blush because it has a really pretty shimmery tone and it just makes the skin look very healthy and glowy. Pretty much you don't even need a highlighter with this kind of blush. Sometimes I really go in with the blush because I feel like it's one of the first things that just disappears throughout the day on my face. So it might look a little crazy right now, but it'll go down soon, trust me. Now we're gonna do these eyebrows. We're not gonna do them super sculpted or anything. I'm gonna take my NYX brow glue and just coat them, brushing the hairs up. So I like to let that dry a little bit before I brush my spoolie in it. Honestly, even when I don't do my eyebrows, no one can tell because my bangs pretty much cover it anyways. Okay, so I'm going to take my spoolie just on my brow pencil and just go right over that, and then I'll take it and kind of lay them down a little bit. So I'm using the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil right now. I go between this one and the NYX. It's not often that you'll see me use a luxury brow pencil just because I go through them so quickly and they're like $20 to $30 and I just can't do that. I can't. It does the job well. I need to really get in close to do my eyebrows, so let me just do this real quick. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to do like a super sculpted brow or anything, and some days I can just take my brow pencil and just fill it in and then be done. But I don't know, I just need to clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to take some of my NARS concealer on a concealer brush and just kind of clean it up underneath. I'm just gonna blend that out with my finger. This also just gives like a little lift to the brow bone. I am getting so excited for spring. The weather lately here in Tennessee has just been amazing. I've missed the sun on my skin and it just feels nice to be outside more, and I don't know. I'm just coming alive again. Me and Arrow are going to be taking a little trip to Georgia next week. If you don't know, Georgia is actually where I'm from, and I have some family there that I have wanted to visit for a while now. So me and Arrow, we're just gonna make a little trip of it. John won't be able to go because he has to work, and I don't want to just go for a quick weekend. Like, I want it to be a substantial trip. So me and Arrow probably gonna go for probably 5 to 7 days. I'm super excited to go though because I have a nephew that I have not seen since he was born in June. So I am very excited to go and spend time with him and see if he even recognizes me from FaceTime. Okay, brows are done, so let's do these eyes. But first I need to curl my lashes because you know they're straight. So when me and Arrow go down to Georgia, I'll probably just vlog the entire trip. It looks so painful to curl your lashes, but it's really not. What a difference. I'm undecided if I want to do lashes for this look or not. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I'm going to take the Morphe Madison Beer palette, and the thing is, I don't know if they sell this anymore, but I'm sure there is a shade out there somewhere, and I will find that shade and I will link it below for you. But for now, this is what I have, and we're just gonna go with that, okay? So I am taking this shade in the Madison Beer Morphe palette. So if you have one like it, it's like a pinky purpley mauve color. I'm gonna take it on an extremely fluffy blending brush, just like one time down in there, and I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. Just really buff it out all over the lid. I wanna really disperse that color all over the lid, in the crease, buff it on the brow bone, just get it all over. I'm also going to take that on a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to apply it underneath my lash line, on the bottom lash line. Make sure you connect the two on the outer corner. Then to just pink it up a little bit more, make it a little brighter, I'm going to take the Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury palette, and I'm going to take this really pretty pink shade right here. If you don't have this palette, then just grab any pink shade you have. I'm going to take the same brush and just tap it in there once and go right in the crease. See how it just made it a little bit more pink, a little bit more brighter? Besides my inner corners, that's all the eyeshadow we're going to use today. Just something super simple and effortless. Now we're going to take the MAC Teddy eyeliner, and we're just gonna run it right along the lash line. Then I'm gonna take a very small pencil brush and I'm just gonna buff that out. I love this eyeliner because it has a little bit of a shimmer, but it's a really pretty brown shade, and I think it is so beautiful on so many skin tones and with so many makeup looks. Then we're gonna take the same pencil and just tightline the waterline. Make sure you do the upper waterline too. Then I'm going to take that pencil brush again, and just whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to run it right along the bottom lash line. I think I am going to take that pink shade from the Charlotte Tilbury palette and just apply it right here in the front. Then lastly, I'm going to take the Benefit Cookie Highlighter and apply it right in the inner corners. I was going to use the shade Mylar from MAC, but I do not have that anymore. So if you have that, use that. And I'm just going to coat my lashes with the Rare Beauty mascara. And I want really thick lashes, so I'm really going to put a lot on. Really just wiggle it all over to really get it thick and volumized. Anytime I put my lower lash mascara on, I'm always like, what face do you make when you put your mascara on? When I catch myself doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't not do that face. I have to do that face. Do you see how I mean how the blush just disappears? just go. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. I got some on my eyelid, but I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm not even gonna try to touch it right now, and I'll take a spoolie and just get that off. For my lips, I'm gonna use this itsy bitsy pencil that I have from NYX Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Natural. This is also like a mauve-y pink lip liner, so it goes well with the eyes. So I just lined my lips and just filled in the outer corners. And I'm going to take the Lawless lipstick in the shade Wedding Day. I wasn't going to add gloss, but I am just going to add a little bit in the center, and it's going to be Nymphette? Yeah, Nymphette from MAC Cosmetics. It's a really, really pretty shimmery shade. Got like gold flecks in it. I'm just going to put that right in the center right there and a little bit on the top. Okay, last step, I'm just going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless setting spray again and just spray one more time. And that's the finished look. I really do love how it turned out. I think it's a perfect look for spring. Let me know what's your go-to makeup vibe for this season in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!